Hey guys, Side Hustle Mike here, and today we are picking up a order for Walmart Spark, and it is our off day today, so we are probably going to be doing this most of the afternoon. Although what I'm doing on my off days is I'm sparking from home. I know that sounds kind of weird, right? But if you've heard the term dashing from home, like for people that do DoorDash that live in like areas where they're close enough to restaurants to actually get orders, it's kind of like the same thing. And basically, again, sparking from home, I'm able to just kind of sit and relax at home, and I'll turn the app on, and if I get a good enough order, luckily I live close enough to Walmart's or to two Walmarts where I can actually just get there within like literally less than 5 minutes and then pick up the order. So it's convenient for me because I can still be at home and relax and do my thing. But if an order comes in and it's actually kind of worth it, then I'll do it. So for this order, it's only about $11 for 2 miles, and it's an express order. So it shouldn't be that much. Last week, I didn't go too hard on Spark last week. I'm waiting for the express order. I think it's still getting ready. Last week, I didn't go too hard as far as how much I made on Spark. I think I only made about $170 some which maybe I did between like 12 and 15 trips, and a lot of them were single order trips, and the payouts were actually pretty decent. I just really didn't take the time to do it over the weekend just because I worked about 40 hours at my main job, so I really didn't do it Spark as much as I wanted to last week. But we're gonna get out today to do it, and hopefully we can make at least $50. So not a very big order. As you can see here, they only ordered some frozen dinners, a drink, and it looks like some cat food. So $11 for about 2.6 miles. And again, the guy that brought it out was super nice. So shout out to Walmart employees. Let's get this going. If we can carry all this and film, it's only a dog food and some drinks. So let's see how this goes. And then maybe see if I can put the drink inside the bag here. That way I can just carry it like that. And it looks like they got some kitties. Cute. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna try to loop this in one hand and carry a 20-pound bag of cat food in the other. Let's go. We're gonna get this $11 dono out of the way. So, and it's a known contact delivery, so that's the cool part about this, carrying everything in 2 hands. They got some cute kitties out here, by the way. Hey kitties. Hey papas. And by the way, guys, that was an easy delivery, dropped off, you guys just saw. Hopefully more orders come in this afternoon. I'm actually gonna head back home and just wait to see if more orders come back in. We'll see how that goes. I'm actually still in the neighborhood of the house that I just dropped off at. They have a bunch of cute cats. But anyways, I wanted to let you guys know about this incentive program that Spark is, I guess, throwing out. And don't worry, I'm not holding the camera. I have it mounted on my little mount here. But basically, I think right now they're offering an incentive for the drivers that are sharing their promo codes, and I'm gonna put that in the description for you guys so that you guys can check out, right? But basically, I think if you guys sign up using my promo code after I think the first 5 orders completed, you guys get an extra $100, and I get $100 as well. We both get like bonuses, right? So I'm going to leave that in the description for you guys to check out if you guys are interested in signing up with Walmart Spark. And I'll try to put the little incentive up here just so that you guys can check that out as well. I'm hoping that you know, a few of you guys try to sign up and make that extra money. And again, let's see if more orders come in for the afternoon. And while I was driving home, I decided I wanted to wash my truck, actually, guys. If you guys don't know what I deliver in, I drive a 2002 Toyota 4Runner. This thing maybe gets about, I don't know, 20 miles a gallon on the highway maybe, and maybe in city, like, I feel like I'm only getting like 13 to 15 gallons a mile on this thing. I bought this truck a few years ago. Before I started Walmart Spark, I actually was driving a small Hyundai Veloster, but I decided to sell that car since I moved from a part-time position, from a full-time position to a part-time position at my job. So I just decided to get rid of that payment And since I've had this truck for a few years, it's got almost 300,000 miles on it. It's still going pretty strong for the most part, and I really enjoy it. And if you guys are off-road enthusiasts, this is a 4x4 4Runner, by the way. It's all-wheel drive. Let's show you guys the logos on it, by the way. SR5 all-wheel drive. This is actually one of my favorite generations of 4Runner, by the way. And I actually did pick up an order, or 2 orders from the same Walmart that I just picked up from. It's $23 for like 2 point something miles, and I'll go ahead and leave that like right there so you guys can check out. Pretty crazy. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do this and go home, but an order came in right as soon as I finished washing my truck. And it's 2 orders. It's a batched order, but at the same time, again, 2 miles for $23. Can't say no to that. Easy money. And this truck is not in perfect condition by any means. I know it looks clean, but if you guys look at like the front, you can see here it's got like a bunch of spots. It's originally from Illinois, I think. I live in Texas, so it does have a little bit of rust on the bottom, but for the most part, whoever sold us the truck, the guy drove it down. It belonged to one of his aunts, I think, and they signed over the truck to him. It's just been very solid. Haven't had really major issues as far as mechanically goes. I think we just had to swap out spark plugs a couple years back. Haven't really done any modifications to it. The tires are relatively new. I got those like a year ago. They're not too off-roady, but they're like off-roady enough, I guess, to look off-roady, I guess. They're called a Goodyear Wrangler. I forget what they're called. I think they're called Trailmark tires, but again, I don't take this off-road too much. I've done it a couple of times, but I just really enjoy this vehicle. It's very clean on the inside. It's probably a little dirty right now. Obviously, I have like receipts and stuff everywhere, but for the most part, the seats are pretty good. There's no tears in the seats. That's trash. Here's my trash bag. Here's another bottle of water. I drink a lot of water, guys. The only major cosmetic condition that we had when we bought it was this on the elbow rest and like this, but the seats are not torn. The back's clean. I don't know what happened here. This looks like some sort of like burning or something, but it's not like torn or anything like that. I've been thinking about trying to find another replacement headrest for that. That was actually originally on the driver's side, but I swapped them out. And of course the back seat's clean. Again, they have floor mats. There's like 2 floor mats here, so like the floor is actually relatively clean considering this is a 20-year-old vehicle. It's a 2002. This is the last year they made the 3rd gens, and everything works on it. The sunroof works. It has a sunroof, by the way. All the windows still work. All the locks still work. This is a sport trim, so I guess this is what you would consider like a TRD Pro of the day. This is badging I added after we bought the truck, and excuse the mess. I do have like bags back here like for Uber Eats. I have no clue what's in here. I think this is just trash, but Uber Eats stuff in here also. I think that's my work jacket. Some just stuff, again, it's just me. I don't have a family, and this is how I haul everything in the back. So I mean, you guys already know. So again, guys, let's head to our destination to pick up the next set of orders. All right, so I am back at the Walmart. I did park in front of the lube area just because my order is not ready to be picked up just yet. It's about 1:34 p.m. and the pickup is at 1:45, so sometimes it won't let you pick up the order. So I guess I wanted to park and I guess talk to you guys about gig work and how it can help you. So for me, it's helped a lot, by the way. So if you guys are just working like part-time, at a job where you're maybe only getting like 20 hours a week, gig work can actually help maintain, paying bills or just putting food on the table. For me, again, for those of you guys who don't know, I was in an e-moto accident earlier this year back in May. So I was actually out of work for 4 months. And during my recovery process, the doctor hadn't cleared me to go back to work just yet, but I was out of my sling and I was able to get up and do stuff, right? So I was like, I might as well just get up and go do like Uber Eats or whatever at the time. So every single day I was actually going out and making a little bit of money, whether it be like between you know, $30 and $60. At the end of the day, or at the end of the week, it adds up, right? And for certain apps, you can actually withdraw money the same, you know, day, like Uber Eats and DoorDash, and I believe like, you know, just other gig apps. I'm not sure about Instacart. I'm on the waiting list for Instacart, although I don't think I'm gonna do it now that I'm signed up for Spark. But my point being is, you know, the money is out there to be made. I think people like to make excuses that they don't, you know, that they can't get a job or this and that, right? That the economy is so hard. I mean, I agree. The economy is extremely tough right now. I'm 36. I still live at home, even though technically I'm the homeowner of that house now. You know, but I'm with my parents after a breakup from a few years ago. That was my decision, right, to go back home. And of course, COVID happened. And once COVID happened, and the housing market, and not just housing, but the renting market, you know, skyrocketed. So an apartment that I was renting like, you know, 3 years ago before COVID is now probably $150 a month more than what I was paying back then. So inflation and everything has made it a lot worse. But anyways, point being, going back to like the money being made, is you can make extra money. Like, since I started doing Spark and Uber Eats and other gig apps, I've been making an extra $200 to $400 a week, which adds up to about $1,000 a month if you think about it. And if you don't have a job, let's say if you have a car, guys, you know, if you have a car, you can do this. It's not hard. You can sign up for Amazon Flex. You can sign up for, you know, again, Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever. And I'm gonna leave my Spark link in the description down for you guys below. Maybe my Uber Eats link as well, just so you guys can try it out. Of course, sometimes the payouts are not great, but you know, it'll keep you busy. It'll keep everything going, guys. You know, it'll keep gas in the tank. It'll keep, you know, food in your stomach. You know, I mean, for people that are homeless, you know, I know that there's homeless people that live in their cars that can do this, right? There's YouTubers out there that do DoorDash and you know, whatever else, that live in their cars. So there's really no excuse to not be able to do this. It's simple. It's probably one of the most simple jobs you can do. And not to bash like on people that do this like for companies like FedEx and UPS, but it's really not hard. You know, this is a job, and it needs to get done, right? Delivery work needs to get done. Or, you know, if you're an in-store shopper doing this for Spark or again Instacart, whatever other apps are out there, you can do this. I think it's very easy to do, like I said, and you just really have to figure out how to navigate basically on your GPS. It's really the only thing. And lift a couple of packs of water. It's really not hard. But anyways, guys, if you guys have any questions about Spark or delivering or whatnot, you can leave them in the comment section down below. I do my best to try to respond to you guys as best as I can, when I can, of course, right? Again, I was working a full-time job. Now I'm just a part-time employee. You know, stress kind of was getting to me at my last job, and you know, I just decided to step down from a full-time leadership position to do this. And I can tell you one thing, that my stress levels went from here to here. And again, you know, when I'm not working at my other job, I turn on the Spark apps and I do this, you know, when I feel like it. It's not like it's mandatory. I don't have to do this, but today is my day off. And I've already made almost $30 within this first hour of doing it. I stepped out around 12:30. It's about 1:30. I'm about to pick up this next set of orders, and that's another $23 in my pocket, right? So not hard money to make, but you know, you still have to make some sort of an effort, guys. So let's get to picking up these orders again. All right, so I did get lucky. So this batched order is actually going to the same location. I was looking at the delivery address and I was like, oh, it's the same location. So cool part about that is I only have to go to one house or apartment or whatever. But you know, when you guys are looking at I guess your delivery addresses and whatnot, just always make sure to kind of look at your locations, right? Make sure the mileage is not too high, just because you know, you want to make sure you keep your mileage short. I think if there's one thing I can suggest to everyone,
turn left onto West Nolana Avenue.
There you go. My GPS is telling me where to turn. So if there's one thing that I can suggest, you know, when doing orders, I don't know why this car stopped. Go. That you guys try to keep the mileage low. Like again,
continue on West Nolana Avenue for 1.5 miles.
So it's like, for me, it's like, you know, I want to save as much gas as I can while trying to make the most money I can. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this delivery going. All right, so I came home and I did that order, super easy order. It was the same house, both deliveries, and the guy actually came out and helped me, so shout out to him. I'm here chilling with my dog over here and my other dog. They had a Chula. She's resting, she's a little tired. Walmart and Sam's Club orders are coming in, but they're not what I want right now. Like, they're either high mileage, low paying, or very high mileage and not that great of pay. There's an order that keeps popping up that I've been thinking about getting, which is like a stacked order, a batch order of 2, but it's about 6 miles, and one of them is going to an apartment. And if you guys deliver to apartments, you guys know that apartment buildings sometimes have second and third floors without elevators. So I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. I'm trying to just stick to single orders or orders that are going to homes or businesses. So we'll see. Let's see. You know, again, I've been resting at home. It's about 2:45, almost 3 o'clock my time, and it's Tuesday, by the way. The orders are popping in, especially from Sam's Club, but again, the Sam's Club orders are just not great right now. So right now I'm just relaxing at home, watching some YouTube videos, and you know, kind of enjoying my day off. I've made $34 just on those 2 sets of orders so far. So again, let's see if anything else comes in and gets me off my feet. All right, guys, so I did end up picking up that one trip over here. So we are currently at a Walmart neighborhood market, one that I live close by, which I'm kind of happy about because it literally took me like 2 minutes to get here. So the trip I'm talking about, I'll go ahead and post that like right there, is a 7.2 mile trip. At first it was offering only about like $12, but if the order isn't accepted in a specific amount of time, what Walmart does, and I guess other, you know, apps will do this also, is they will go ahead and up the pay depending on like when it needs to be delivered, etc. like that. You know, they add, I guess they just add more to the trip, right? So this is a batched order, so it's about, they offered me about $16.50 for this, and again, it was sitting at $13 for like the longest time, and finally they upped the pay. So I went ahead and said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Although it's gonna take me to the next town over, which I'm not a big fan of, because again, I have to, you know, cross over from city to city. You know, the first delivery is actually relatively close, but then that second delivery is actually pretty far. But I guess the good part about it is that the first delivery is, both orders are not big, but you know, if you think about it, I'm only getting paid about $8 per trip on this, you know what I mean? That's with the tips. So, you know, again, Walmart's paying out $12, and I think the tip's only $4. So the tips on these orders are not so great sometimes, guys. You have to kind of consider that Walmart is actually paying a little bit higher than some other companies to get these deliveries done. And again, a lot of people that do gig work rely on tips. So, you know, again, we are waiting for these 2 orders to come out. So hopefully they come out quickly. I just checked in already, so hopefully these deliveries go smoothly, because I know one of these is going to an apartment. All right, so both orders are actually pretty tiny. This is actually the bigger order, which is literally just a few bags. I think this is going to the apartment, which it should be right down the road here. And then this order right here, literally, again, you can carry this in both hands here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 6 or 7 bags, right? But again, not heavy items, no packs of water. So it makes it a little worth it, you know, when I'm delivering small orders like this, guys. And again, it's not hard to do as far as delivery goes, guys. I mean, again, you just have to make sure you are delivering to the correct location, and if there's any issues, just reach out to the customers. So again, guys, let's keep these wheels moving. Okay, so I just dropped that off. I actually did have to use the Uber Eats bag because this was kind of a long walk. I actually had to walk like all the way back there. But as you can see here, the crappy part about big apartment buildings like this, and luckily this apartment building does have an elevator, is, you know, you're not gonna exactly know which or what numbers they're in. Oh my God, this is such a long walk, by the way. You know, to get to the location, right? The building, it's just one ginormous building, and you have a first, second, and third floor, but I don't know which apartments, you know, which number it starts on. And unfortunately, this was apartment 113, and I started on the 133 side, or the 135 side. So, and as you can see, again, it's a pretty big complex. It literally goes like way over there. Literally the Walmart was right over there. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. The little top of that building over there is the Walmart that I just picked up from. So not a far delivery, to say the least, but you know, again, sometimes apartment buildings can be challenging. And again, I'm not a fan of apartment buildings, but you know, sometimes they pay well, is all I'm gonna say. Like, again, let's get this next delivery going. It's gonna be about 5 miles. So this order actually ended up at a motel. I'm not sure what's going on with that. At a Motel 6, by the way, guys, and it was on the 2nd floor up there somewhere. But you know, I did tell the guy, I told him, hey man, you know, you're ordering from like a Walmart that's like a town over. And he was like, it didn't even seem like he knew, I guess, what I was talking about. But I was just like, yeah, there's like 2 other Walmarts that are like within like very close distance of wherever he's ordering from. So I just kind of made the comment so that he's aware, like, hey, that this is where it's coming from. But you know, again, we got the orders out of the way and they were not too bad. 2 small orders for $16, and I got more orders popping up on the queue, so let's go ahead and check that out. All right, so I did turn the app off because I didn't want to take a lunch break. It's about 4 o'clock and we started at about 12:30, and we're at your favorite taco restaurant, Taco Bell, by the way, guys. And I just wanted to get a quick lunch and then maybe go home and rest a bit, and then, you know, turn the app back on and see how it goes. Hey guys, it's the following day and I totally forgot to edit the video, so I'm gonna close it out with this little thing right here. I woke up with a sore throat and a runny nose today. My dog's here chilling with me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and the content. Please smash the like button, and hopefully whatever I have, hopefully it's just a cold or something like that. I get better soon because I work pretty much the rest of the week. I am off today, which is Wednesday, but I'm not feeling too hot. I don't have fever or anything like that, so that's good. Again, it's just kind of a sore throat and a runny nose. I've been taking allergy medicines. I've been popping Airborns as far as vitamin C goes. You can see my dog's butt there. And I'm just gonna stay in and play Pokemon all day probably here at home. So again, don't forget to subscribe if you guys like the content. I only made about like $50 yesterday on that trip. I only did 3 trips yesterday. Everything that was coming in the evening was not good at all. So hopefully, you know, once I start feeling better and I go out more this week, I'll make a little more goals to make at least 200 this week. So anyways, guys, Side Hustle Mike here. Thanks again for watching. Smash the like button. We'll see you guys next time. Okay.